This section of the video addresses page 7 of 10 of the Personal History Statement, also known as the background packet. Section 30 addresses the drug section. It is important that you know that full disclosure is required for any illegal drug use. If you follow along as far as with Section 30, you will notice several drugs that are listed. Marijuana is at the top of the list. In the next section, it states, have you ever sold, smuggled, or transported for sale or personal gain? This applies to all the drugs that you are required to answer as far as drug use. Have you ever experimented with, tried, or used? Both of those sections require a yes or no response. The next section requires as far as how many times you have used that drug. We require that you honestly answer this section and do not overestimate drug use. We want to know also as far as how many times after the age of 21 you used that particular drug. The first date of use and the last date of use. The next drug that we will discuss is steroids. Steroid use, we want you to actually put not how many cycles you may have participated in, but the actual number of uses for that steroid. The next section that we will discuss is the illegal use of a prescription drug. And here are a couple of examples as far as illegal use of prescription drug. If you have allergies, and let's say that your boyfriend or girlfriend has allergies and they have a prescription for that drug, and you decided to use their prescription, that would be an example of illegal use of prescription drug. You are using that drug for its intended purpose. However, the drug is not prescribed to you. Another example of illegal use of prescription drug would be you are prescribed a drug, let's say a painkiller, and you decide that you're going to find out what the effects of that painkiller would be while consuming alcohol. You are not using that painkiller for its intended purpose. That would be an example of an illegal use of a prescription drug. In Section 31, it addresses how you need to explain any drug use that you have had. Section 31A through F, how the drug was ingested or consumed, the duration of the use, the motivation for the use, how the drug was obtained, why you stopped using the drug, and any other relevant factors. An example of that would be, let's say that you used marijuana, you would answer A through F, possibly. I smoked marijuana. The duration of the use was for 6 months. The motivation was due to peer pressure. It was obtained through family or friends. And you stopped using the drug because it made you sick. Those, once again, are examples as far as how you would fill out Section 31. Section 32 addresses criminal conduct. What we want you to do in this section is to address any criminal conduct that was committed, which would be a felony in this state or any other state. If you are unsure whether or not it classifies as a felony, we still want you to list it, and one of the background investigators will determine whether or not it was a felony. Section 33 addresses as far as associations with any subversive organizations or groups. You will answer as far as either yes or no as far as associations, memberships with any of these groups or organizations. Section 34 is the catch-all section. Up to this point, you've been completing and filling out your background packet, and you have something in your life that you are looking to disclose but haven't found that section. Section 34 is that section. An example would be as far as if you were a witness to a crime. If you have, let's say, someone in your family that has associated with a criminal element. Those would be a couple of examples as far as that you would go to Section 34, documenting it on the continuation page and disclosing that information.